President Obama meets with small business owners today to promote his solution to the fiscal cliff. The deadline is now 35 days away. The president is holding more events tomorrow and Friday. The New York Times reports this morning that a budget deal could reduce the tax deduction millions of Americans pay on their mortgage interest. Nancy Cordes is following the talks on Capitol Hill. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning to you, Charlie and Nora. Well, here is where things stand right now. The president and House Speaker John Boehner spoke by phone over the weekend, and top aides in the House and Senate tell us that the negotiations at this point are really just taking place between the president's staff and Speaker Boehner's staff, and that's because any deal that involves raising tax revenue is going to face its biggest challenge in the Republican-led House.
Top Republicans returning from Thanksgiving recess urged the president to make the first offer in fiscal cliff negotiations. And they expressed a new openness to raising tax revenue if Democrats agree to make cuts to strengthen Medicare and Medicaid.
Elections come and go, and when they go, the spirit to find common ground becomes greater.
Georgia Republican Saxby Chambliss and Virginia Democrat Mark Warner lead the Gang of Eight, 4 Senate Democrats, 4 Senate Republicans, who first started meeting in 2010 to try to craft a compromise to cut the debt.
You all have been working together for 2.5 years. You still don't have a final product. Why should we have any confidence that the president and congressional leaders can get something done just in the next 7 weeks?
Well, I think anything that we would look at, we're not going to completely reform the tax code or completely make all the changes to the entitlement programs in the next 7 weeks. But over this last 2.5 years, we all know where the issues are. So can we make enough of a down payment to assure the markets and put a real process in place that will allow us to work through this?
Chambliss says he and other Republicans still oppose hiking tax rates on the wealthy, a move they contend kills jobs. Instead, Republicans propose limiting tax deductions for high earners. One idea, eliminating the mortgage deduction for second homes.
We've been open to revenue by closing loopholes, as long as it's tied to spending cuts and pro-growth tax reform that broadens the base and lowers rates.
But Democrats argue that closing loopholes alone will not raise enough money to significantly put a dent in the debt. They still believe that tax rates for the wealthy need to go up at the end of the year. That's going to be one of the biggest sticking points in these negotiations, Nora and Charlie.
Nancy, thank you.